All right, getting a few things settled in real quick. On the back. Where is the remote control? I had it on me the whole time. Okay, I can get back to my projects, to my black Inferno. All right, first things first. Come out of timeout real quick. First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Come on, man, get it back to where it was at. This is not the right remote control. Wrong remote control. I'll be back. I forget which one we had. All right, there we go. All right, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. These are the tests that our screen paints have to perform under. We've already done the certified screens tests. Actually, we have 3 more of those to do. Quite loud. We have 3 more, I think 3 more certified screens to go. And then we have the ultra short throw demonstration, which I'm doing right now. So this is going to be on my NEC 720p XGA projector. My screen is around 50 inches. We're also going to be doing the demonstration outside too at around 13 feet back, 720p on our Sony VPO FH30. Okay, so we just have this on record as we have all our screens. These are the tests they have to go through in order for them to be able to achieve their labels. We have to see if the projector is going to work with ultra short throw projectors, which is very important because people that are only buying this product are going to be using it with ultra short throw projectors. All right, so let's begin on the first demonstration. See how the ultra short throw performs on our new black Inferno. I'm sorry if the screen image isn't straight. I just needed enough to just be able to display it and show it is ultra short throw compatible, because customers that are going to be buying this are going to ask, does this work with ultra short throw? And this is why these demonstrations and tests are very important. And as always, it's picking up beautiful color. Fantastic contrast, exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, as we explained before, we do not need people to come in and watch these test demonstrations. It's up to you if you choose to watch. These are all done for records. So basically, we have everything done on record. Everything's done live, showing you that the product does work on ultra short throw. And you come in and watch, you come in and watch. You don't want to come in, that's your opinion. But like I said, these are only done for tests to be able to show that the product does work on ultra short throw. So I'm going to get through this. Make this short and sweet and be done with it. We don't need people to watch these demonstrations. These are test demonstrations. They're posted as our records of our technology's performance. Ooh, that contrast is beautiful. Colors are beautiful. I got to get one of these on a pre-record. Definitely got to get one of these on a pre-record. I said we don't require 1080p and 4K projectors. You know how much money I save on projectors? I don't have to go out and spend money for overpriced projectors to make the screen look good. Technology does all the work. This is my $59 projector that I got off eBay. I want to do another one of these for Facebook Live. Looks amazing on ultra short throw. Well, that's passed. Well, this demonstration definitely passed. So it's ultra short throw compatible. We can put that in the specification sheet when we start designing one for it. Alright, let's get those white levels in there. I'm going to get this one here too. Now, as I said before, the Infernos have a collection lineup. There's actually, I think, 4 more after this one. We will be testing those against gray screen paint products, including my mix. And see how they stack up versus dark technology. And it just shows our customers that they don't have to spend an arm and a leg for an expensive projector. Like I said, this is a projector that I got used off of eBay for around $59. Never been calibrated. No point to calibrate. See. Oh man, I'm doing good time. I got real good time. I'm gonna knock this out quick. Let me knock this out real quick. I'll be able to knock this out real quick. Come on, get me a black Inferno. Oh, I know where I'm gonna put it at. I like these NEC projectors. These are very affordable projectors. The most you're going to pay for one is around 130 to 180. So they're WXGA. This projector, this particular model, which I'm going to put the model of the projector, has something called a screen positioning, which if your screen is up too high, you can bring it down. Certain models don't have it. I have the other model. This is the only model that has the screen positioning, which I like to use because I can direct the screen where I want it to go. Also, too, these projectors are 3600 lumens. A lot of people didn't know that, but these projectors are 36 lumens. They have 2 HDMI ports. Like I said, contrast, really don't care because the screen is dark technology, so it's going to produce a contrast level regardless of what the projector's contrast capability is going to be. And this is, if you wanted an ultra short throw setup, these projectors are fantastic. I was so impressed with them, I bought 5 of them. So I have ultra short throws throughout the entire house without it costing me an arm and a leg. And then you match this up with this technology, man. I tell you something, if I knew exactly what company I needed to call, I would just buy a bulk of these projectors and set it up as a ultra short though package with the Inferno black. I can't find anybody who has pallets of these things. Not in good condition at that. You know, a lot of these companies take these old projectors and ship them overseas. They're brand new, they ship them overseas. A lot of people I've talked to who work at companies where the companies were changing out their projectors for new ones, they just throw them in the trash. That's what they do with some of them. They just throw them in the trash. And a few of my customers had some really amazing Panasonic 1080p projectors, 4,000, 6,000 lumens. The company just didn't need them anymore, and they just gutted them, got rid of them. And I'm like, wow. And they have any idea what we could do with those projectors, how much money they could be saving? So you're throwing out all your projectors to upgrade because they're probably using all white screens in the facility. This technology right here would save you so much money. I don't know how clear the image is coming up because I am doing this in stream, but we have to do these live. Anytime we do a test demonstration, it has to be done live. But I'm going to do another one pre-record. The Black Inferno is beautiful, man. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna need one of these on plexiglass. I'm definitely gonna need one on plexiglass. I might do a blue. I might do no. I'm gonna get a custom piece of plexiglass design. I'm gonna get maybe like a kind of mixture, like an invisible kind of mixture of red and orange, and make it look like it's inflamed, and then we'll coat that. Yeah. Let's do, you know what, I'm gonna do this one too. I'm still within my minutes, so I don't want to go over a certain time, but I'm really enjoying this. It's beautiful. Contrast, the colors, everything is perfect. So we're going to have the Black Inferno Nova 17. It's going to be available in 1 quarts, 2 quarts. We're going to have it in 1 gallon and 2 gallons. Now these tests are very important because when we design the specification sheet, we have to be able to put everything on the specification sheet. I can't wait to get outside with it. It's going to pass its label. It's going to get its label. That's definitely going to get it. Not from the ultra short though. It's definitely going to get the label. We got to do the 22 feet back. That's got to be done too. So we should have it launched this week. There's got a few more things it's got to go through first to get the earn its label. Let me see. Let me get some. It's going to be able to pull those star field demonstrations, get some better contrast. I need something like, let's see, that's an easy cakewalk for it. That's not even a challenge. Color pure green. Let's put a white dog up on here. Just does that look like okay? Now we also tested this screen on white levels with a few white sheets of paper a few certified white screens, did the Storm, and we also did the 0.9 from Elite Screens. I'm very, very happy with it. And of course, like I said, at the end of the day, we all know that God is responsible for all our technology. We give him the glory for everything. Without him, we would not be able to do this. Look at the blues. Wow, the blues are amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, we're at 15, so we're still good. Perfect. It is doing exactly what I need. Somebody asked me about hotspot. The projector we use in the demonstration is a 43 Chrissy. So, yeah, no, it doesn't hotspot. Those are 43s. Those are venue projectors. That's what we use. There's a reason why we use venue projector. It kind of kills two birds with two stones, because we can just come in there and we can just show a screen being hit with a 4300 lumen projector, which is a lot of power to be hit with. Contrast on this screen is breathtaking. I love it. I love the fact that it produces colors, produces the white levels, and it produces amazing contrast. And like I said, even my mix, or any other mix, or gray screen, or certified gray screen, or whatever it may be, is never going to match a gray screen, a black screen, or any form of dark technology. Not going to happen. That's why these are the more superior, most expensive screens. Well, ours aren't, but everybody else who does gunmetal and high-end screens are very expensive. You don't even have to have that latest, up-to-date 1080p projector. And I've talked to customers that will spend $2 and $3 grand for a projector. And they were like, oh, what kind of projector do you have in that room? That's an NEC in there, buddy. That cost me $59. That's it. That's 720p. And they'd be like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Nope. It's a 720p projector. It looks like that. Perfect example yesterday, showing off all the screens. The gunmetal was on a $150 projector, an SVGA at 720p. I'm gonna let that one play through. I haven't done that one. At 720p. This one was on a 720p, and the screens we were hitting with the mixes were on a 4300 lumen projector at full 1080p. And that thing still couldn't produce the color that the 720ps were producing. Which shows you at the end of the day, and I explained it many times before, it's your screen. It comes down to your screen. Go ahead and spend all the money you want for an expensive projector. If you don't got the proper screen, you ain't got the proper image. It's just not going to pop up. Unless you got some wizard that's going to pop up in the middle of your living room, abracadabra, that's the only way it's going to work. Oh, I'm going to have to do a pre-recording of this. I'm hoping that the stream version we're doing right now came up clean. Or even if it didn't, you know what I mean? If it came up somewhat good, we should have got a good image. But I know I get a better image if I pre-record. So I definitely got to come back and do another pre-record on this. Let me show you so you can see. We got to show you the environment, because this is very important that you see that the environment is well lit on record. I'm doing an ultra short though demonstration on the Inferno, so you can see how much light we have in the environment. That needs to be displayed. Let's see this real quick. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be doing me. I'm gonna get me another one of these projectors. Probably pay 130, 150 bucks for it. And I'm gonna do a custom plexiglass. For the Inferno. my mapping software I got upstairs, I can put in a digital border, map a border around the screen to make it look like it's on fire. And I display the image in the middle. I think that's what I'm going to do. Look how dark the contrast level is. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. All right, where are we at? We're at 20. Okay, good. We're not anywhere near. I don't want to be over. Sounds coming through the screen. Those are acoustics. Oh, I gotta start. Well, the company's almost ready to start. The company that purchased that those screens, they're basically distributing that product for us. They're going to be announcing very soon, so you'll be able to buy those screens again. You just won't be buying it from us. You'll be getting it from another company. Yeah, not into the whole animals killing each other thing. I just can't get into that. But anyway. So, yeah, they're going to be announcing pretty soon. So they're just getting set up and getting ready. I had a few people asking to distribute them to another company. They're doing it. Bing, bing, bing. This looks beautiful. Absolutely. Look at that. Look how incredible that looks. That's why I told you that, you know, a screen to be able to produce colors this bright and this vivid, you have to have white levels in it. So as for tests on ultra short throw, passed. No problem. No problem whatsoever. But then again, like I said, when God designs your technology, pretty much it's going to pass every test you throw at it. So next test we're going to have is the low lumen test. We have the low lumen test and the distance test. And then we have to take it outside, which I think I'm going to do the outside today. And then I'll do the other test later on.
The spirit of American independence will never fade, never fail.
No. Not on my freaking, not on my whatchamacallit, not on my video, not today. Oh, heck no. What the heck was that nonsense? Alright, so the sample sheets we have here, these are certified screens. They're designed for ultra short throw only. Oh, test is one more test to go on this thing. It has to be able to show against certifies on ultra short throw. We did these on long throws. We did these on ultra short throws. My projector here has a, I think, 4,000 to 1 contrast. So as you can see, it doesn't make a difference what your contrast rating is. It's going to pick up on this technology because it's flat. And a word to the wise. Do not. I know we got certain people going to sit there and say, oh, but it's the same thing. Well, I'd be careful about that one. We did the same thing with the Nova and the 12. We have a demonstration of those side by side. 2 different forms of screens. You got to be real careful about these Infernos. These Infernos are interesting. Where did my remote control go that fast? Oh, there's right there. Where are they going that fast? we're going to be, can't wait to show that side by side, but we're going to wait a while first before we show it off. All right, so we have I think this is Elite Screens. Elite Screens have the ceiling light reflection 2. I'm trying to get the 3. And this right here is by Vivistorm. This is an ultra short throw. You can only use an ultra short throw setups. And that's another surface. They also use that kind of reflective material too also. So you see the contrast test is passed. No problem whatsoever. Easy McCheesy for the technology. Let's go in and get Starfield Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want to see that one right there.
At Fresh Direct, we're more than just a grocery store.
We're
The
at
secrets in our direct
26.
relationships with our partners.
Not bad.
We bring it-
So check out the black on the Starfield demonstration. I want to see that really quick. And we're also going to do, come out of here, I need to do white screen saver. Need to do that right there. So we're going to do our certified screens next. All right, so by Elite Screens, we have the Ceiling Light Reflection 2. And then by Vivistorm for ultra short throw projectors. Yeah, we got sample sheets for everything. We cover everything. This is an ultra short throw ambient light rejection screen by Vivistorm. I told you we test everything, man. We're thorough about these testings, man. I've got sample sheets for days on just about everything. If we have to do certifies on ultra short throws, we got that. We got to do them on long throws, we got that. We got everything here. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. I'm not dressed, but you're supposed to have all this stuff set up for these tests. It's very important that they be tested on these levels. Okay. There we go. All set up. Good to go. Okay. So let's begin. Color patterns. First thing we're going to start off is the white screensaver, which we always do. See which one. Ooh, this is not going to be good for them. Their white levels are way too high. Okay. So we begin. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you. Automatic tell right from the door. The minute I look at a screen, that's how we know. That's why when people say, oh, he doesn't display his white levels, I do. I have to. Because that's information that I need to be able to see how the screens are going to handle blue and colors and contrast. If they're reflecting too much white light, then what's going to happen is their colors are going to wash out. Their contrast is going to wash out. That's the problem you're going to have. And mind you, if you have an ultra short throw setup, ultra short throw setups are not designed to be in the dark. You do know that. I mean, when you have particular individuals showing constant demonstrations in the dark with ultra short throws, they're not designed for that. It's like a set-top TV. It's designed so you can have that giant screen in your home like a TV in a fully lit environment. That's the whole thing behind ultra short throws. To be able to have that TV experience. When they first came out, they were basically used for just offices and schools and hospitals. That's what they were designed for. They flipped them upside down, they hooked them up to a wall, and they were done for presentation. Now the ultra short throws is different now. It's made so you can set it up on top of your cabinet or your table, and you can project that TV image in a fully lit environment. They sell it as, you can use this just like a TV in a fully lit environment. That's how they're sold now. If you're watching an ultra short throw in a dark environment, it's an automatic fail because they weren't set up for that. Yep, there you go. All right, so we see the blue has failed. Let's go swap out the colors.
Tonight's dinner, it's gonna be great.
So it just shows you, if you're watching that demonstration on that ultra short throw projector that's set up for a TV setting in your environment, and you can't use that in a fully lit environment, and you can't display all the colors, contrast, white levels, and all that without worrying about the screen washing or fading, and you're stuck in the dark, then it's your screen's fault. It's not the projector's fault. And just to show you, gray screen paints do the same thing. No difference. These are certified screens, people. These aren't gray mixes. These are certified screens. That's an elite screen. That's a vivid stone. These are certifieds up here. It's not a mix. They're certified, which means that they can't pass on the screen, the technology on the screen. What do you think a gray screen paint's going to do? It's not going to do any better. You're gonna have to go through that. That's the thing about it, you know? This right here, this is my mix that I made, just to show you. It's not gonna work on an awful short throw. Put you right here to the side for a minute, because like I said, I'm not dressed for today. There's a black state for me. Now, come over here and show you. Oopsie, guess that I'm going to stay too long, did it? We'll get it up there a little longer. It's a heavier piece, but we'll get it up there a little bit. There we go. I don't think I stuck in it all that well. But there you go. Has the same problem. Picks up a little better, but it still has the same problem. It doesn't pick up a solid red. And then the lighter the mix, the less the contrast levels, the less brighter the colors. See, the sad thing about it is, and this went on for a while with gray screen paints. And gray screen paint, gray projection screens, before the darker technology started taking over. They would convince you that the lighter screens would produce much brighter colors. Well, they did at one point. But their white levels being so high became their handicap. Because now, if you look at it now, darker screens produce richer and better colors, where these screens produce a more of a fade out, washed out color. It's kind of like a story, isn't it? But it is. Now, there's crows. Sorry to add you into this demonstration, but it's needed to. There's crow because you lie in your demonstrations. This is why you have to be in this one. You lie a lot. And telling your customers that you're able to produce colors next to darker technology and you're equal to it. That's why you're in here with my mix. Now, you're not in here alone because my mix is right there, and that's your product right there. You're not going to pick up any color. Doesn't make a difference because the white levels are too high. See? You'll pick up some color, but not a lot of color because your white levels are too high. Where the darker technology is going to be able to pick up not only the contrast, but that deep, rich color that you crave. And that's why you have to be in a dark environment with an ultra short throw projector that's sitting inches away from your screen. And this is a 3600 lumen projector. Think about it. 3600 lumen projector that's sitting not that far away from the screen, and these images are washed out. That says a lot right there. Now let's go over to Jaleo Starfield demonstration. Let's see if we can find that one. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Because you want your contrast levels to be able to pop, right? And there you go. That's what you get. Now, the best contrast levels right now are the Vivid Storm. Vivid Storm's a little darker. It's much darker than my mix, which is over here, and Crow's Metallica Mix 2.0, or the Elite Ceiling Ambient Light Projection 2. but you're not going to be able to see contrast because your white levels are way too high, way too high. And then they put that reflective surface, which I don't know why you do that, because that's a bad idea. Because bottom line is, yeah, you're going to get a brighter image, but you're washing out your colors and everything else under the face of the sun. And this is why they tell you have to calibrate. We don't calibrate anything over here. We don't have to. But that's just to show you, because like I said, it's not just his product up here. I got my mix too. Right, there's my mix. There's his mix. See, they react the same way. That's why, I'm taking these off now, that's why when he does his demonstrations, or when these big companies do their demonstrations, not just him, but when these big companies do their demonstrations, they're in an ambient light controlled environment. With an ultra short throw projector, that's 10 times more powerful than mine. So how is it possible that you're sitting there and they're sitting there with these $4,000, $5,000 ultra short throw mega projectors, and you're still in an ambient light controlled environment? And keep in mind, the companies, I watch their demonstrations, they pick out certain select videos that they will display that will look good in their booth to make their screen look fantastic. Let me know one time you ever watched a demonstration with Elite Screens and you watched the guy come over and say, we're going to swap out the projectors. Let's take out this projector right here, which they calibrated specifically for that screen. So it comes up. All that stuff is basically all pre-rehearsed. The lighting, all that stuff is set up ahead of time. The projector that they're using, they calibrate that projector to fit that screen just right. Wouldn't it be interesting just to see when I'm just pull that 4,000, 5,000 projector out from the wall and say, we're going to take this 720p XGA projector and we're going to use this projector, no calibration, nothing, and we're going to swap out colors, we're going to do contrast, we're going to do everything to show you how it's on the display. No. What they do is they sit there, they control the lighting, ambient light controlled, they calibrate the projector for the surface, and then they pick out certain select videos that are going to play well on that screen. That's why you never see a Starfield demonstration. Never. It never will. Because the screen would basically have some problems, some difficulties. So they do it. And then you have people make mixes, do the exact same thing too. And they come out there and they do contrast demonstrations in poorly lit environments. They show bright colors and well-lit environments, because bright colors fade the less. This is what they do. And they use high-end calibrated projectors. Same thing. And you get it home and it looks like nothing you saw in the show booth at all. So you go to a show booth, let's say at Best Buy, and they have a high-end screen in there, like Screen Innovation. You sit down in the booth, you look at the screen, you look at the surrounding area, how they got the movie seats and the posters and all. It looks fantastic, right? And you're staring at that screen. What you're not thinking is, how much does a projector cost that's sitting behind you? Because if you go home and say that projector is a 4K, maybe an 8K projector, right? And you go home to your 1080p, you think you're going to get the same results as the projector they used in the demonstration? No, you're not going to get the same results. Now you're going to come close to it. You call the manufacturer and you ask them exactly what you're doing wrong. The image is not coming up. And they're saying, you're going to have to calibrate your projector. What's the lighting in your environment? You're going to have to change the lighting in your environment to match what was in the demo. It's a lot to think about, isn't it? There's a particular company, we're not going to say who, doesn't like to do angle gains at all, because the screens are using that reflective material. The reflective material causes the narrow viewing cone effect. All right, I'm gonna look at the night sky, look at this for a while. Let's go over and let's check out. I'm gonna go back to this one for a minute. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Solid colors are very important because it shows exactly what you're getting from the projector. If your projector is producing any form of red on your screen, that's exactly what you're going to see. The problem people have with ultra short throw projectors is the fact that you're supposed to see an angle. See the angle from here? The screen is not supposed to turn dark. See, these are ultra short throw screens. If this was any other screen up here that I had up here that wasn't ultra short throw, it would turn black when you turn it on an angle. So it's supposed to maintain red. All right, let's bring it around. Let's walk it through. See? See how that shininess is reflecting right off that surface right there. See that? A lot of things you don't notice when you watch screens, but I notice them because I test them. So where is that coming from? That's the glare from the projector. See how it disappears when it hits our screen? See how it reappears when it hits their screen. Isn't that interesting? There's a lot of things that I know about their technology that they don't think I know. I research this stuff very carefully. So what is that? But if you stand it up and you're right here, you're good. So this is what we figured out about another company that gave us a court order to stay away from their technology. We figured out something about their product too. Their product has problems. Bright, dark. A screen, if you're doing a 230, if you're doing a setup with ultra short throw, it's supposed to be to produce an angle gain from top all the way around. It should be perfect. You should have no darkness. You should have no glare. Now you just learned something new today about the Vivid Storm and the new Elite ceiling and light projection. Something you would have never realized. See, that's why you have to do tests. Tests are very important. I wonder how that would react if you had that surface on 120 inch. If somebody was new. I don't even want to think about that one right there. But it's just interesting to think about it. But anyway, the screen passed. Did better than I thought. A lot better. We did actually a lot better. Sometimes we do fight with a bit ultra short though, but ultra short though, you know, on all our screens have been showing up incredibly good. This is a whole new different formula, so I didn't know how it was going to react, but it did extremely well. And not only that, I just seen two new flaws in the new technology. Well, not technology, but two certified screens just gave me some information. So yeah, that's interesting. I wonder now. See, it's interesting how does it turn dark when you turn to the side? Now it maintains. It maintains. Maintains. It's just that when you start to go up, it turns dark. So I wonder, does this have to be in line with the screen perfectly? Sometimes you get that. The first screens that had that kind of reflective material, you had to have the projector in line with the screen perfectly. If it was off a little bit to the left or the right, you would get these dark corners around the screen. So you had to align it so it's perfectly. Imagine doing that on a projector mounted to your ceiling, that you have to align that perfectly in there. Because if you're just off a little bit to the left or the right, it can become dark. I need to know what the heck is that? What is that? It only shows up when you turn up, when you stand up. So if you're standing in front of it, it's good. That definitely is a reflector. I don't know what that is. That is weird. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Because I'm looking here, this is what I noticed. See, as I'm basically taking the camera and I'm going across the top, right? I'm seeing this shiny area right over in there. I'm like, what is causing that? And then I come over, and as I bring this down, there it is right there. So if you move over to our screen, it's gone. Come back again, it's here. I'll probably get an email about this probably today. But truthfully, honestly, no one's going to be watching a screen from that high up, unless you're going to have your you're not going to notice it at all, period, to tell you the truth, because you're going to be sitting this way when you watch the screen, so you're never really going to see it at all anyway. period. Unless you're going to be standing up in a giant high chair over top of your screen, and I don't know what the purpose of that would be for, but other than that, you're not going to see it. This one right here, it only shows the angle gain changes as you go over top of it. But like I said, you're not going to be sitting over top of your screen, so it's not going to make or break it at all. But at the end of the day, like I said, you can see our technology just produces a much better image and color. That's no problem. Let's go to the blue aquarium. But this is already passed. It's passed its it's passed its test. It's done. All right, Black Inferno, you have passed your ultra short throw test. You are done and complete. Start getting set up for later on today. I'm going to do a pre-recorded version of this. We already did the live version, do a pre-recorded version because, man, the colors that come up on the screen, I don't get that from Stream all that well because Stream breaks it up, brings it back together. It looks pretty bad. On my end, it looks good, but when I upload it, who knows how it's going to come out. So I'm basically going to do a short pre-recorded version so you can see how beautiful this looks on this $59 projector. All right, hope you enjoyed the demonstration or test demonstration. Like I said, you don't have to be here for this. I mean, if you want to watch, you can watch it later on. They're just test demonstrations. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, we have to test all our products. All our products are all tested the same way so we can see how they're going to react. Customer's going to come in and ask me, hey, ultra short throw demonstration, or we got an ultra short throw demonstration. Not only that, we have it against certified screens, so we go over and beyond. Later on today, we'll do the outside test, which we're jumping the gun on that one. We're going to do it anyway because this thing is going to pass with no problem. I want to see myself. And then tomorrow we'll do the distance throw at 22 feet and the low lumen test on 1,000 lumens. And then we're done. It'll already have its label already because it'll pass the outside. And then we'll get ready for getting this thing processed and out the door. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.